Welcome back to AATV. I'm your host Tom Anvil Hibberd, and today we're going to talk about one of the guns you may well have seen on the channel multiple times, but I've never really talked to you about it. And it's my G&P based URG-I build. So there's a few things to unpack with this one. First of all, what's an URG-I? Well, URG-I stands for Upper Receiver Group Improved, and it was a program the US Army, or USASOC, which is the US Army Special Operations Command, started in the late teens, so around 2016, 2018, to replace the Upper Receiver Group Improved, on their M4A1s that had been using previously. So USASOC basically handle the Green Berets and the Rangers. So it was a upgrade program to change from their current M4A1s. It was very influenced by modern sports shooting, and the aim completely replace the complete upper receiver, handguard, barrel and everything on their existing rifles. So I built this several years ago. At the time there wasn't a complete model, you had to build it yourself. And I started building it as soon as Angry Gun released this rail here. The aims of the URG-I program were to improve reliability, improve accuracy, reduce weight, give the soldiers more real estate for attaching accessories like night vision, lasers, lights and all that kind of stuff, which is getting more and more important. So we'll go through this build from tip to butt, and we'll go through the real item, and we'll go through the Airsoft clone item that I'm using. So up front you had a Surefire 5.56 RC SOCOM can, and that was mounted onto a Surefire 4-prong war comp. This is the Airsoft Artisan clone. It's really nice, quite impressed with it. So the main thing people identify with the URG-I is the Geisley Mark 16 rail in this desert colour. This is the SMR Mark 16. This one is by Angry Gun. Pretty decent rail. There are some much better quality ones now on the market, but this is all that was available when I built this a few years ago. So underneath the handguard is a 14.5-inch government profile mid-length gas system barrel. And the real one cold hammer forged chrome lined for accuracy and for longevity, reliability. The government profile means it's a bit thicker, so it can take a bit more abuse. Mid-length gas system is halfway between a carbine length like you see on an M4A1 and a rifle length like you see on an M16A2, M16A1. It's meant to be a slightly softer shooting, a bit more reliable than a carbine length gas system, so they went mid-length, midway between the two. And that's kind of come out of competition shooting in the States as well as the rail, which is particularly slim. This one is from Madball, licensed by Daniel Defence, who make the real barrels. Same sort of coating, it's steel, pretty unusual for an airsoft gun. It's got the right trades on it, really nice. The gas block isn't the correct one, it's just a standard low profile one I got cheap. The gas tube is in there. I had to cut that down from a rifle length one. There just wasn't a mid-length fake gas tube at the time that was available. A bit of fun bending and hacksawing that, but that's worked really well. So that's a nice barrel. Coming back, the upper is G&P, so this is G&P base, upper and lower. The upper is a G&P M4A1 flat top, pretty standard. The real ones have got a mil-spec bolt, but it's got the kind of the reliability enhancements inside it. Obviously this is an airsoft gun, so it's got a gearbox and a hop unit, not the same. The real ones use a Geisley airborne charging handle with kind of gas busting features. So that's what this one is, quite nice. They used standard buffer, standard spring and the rest of it. So really this was a upper receiver group complete that dropped onto the existing lowers. And if you look at some of the pictures of URG-Is in use, you'll see they look really dropped on because some of the lowers might have been camouflaged and the URG-I top isn't, or they've camouflaged the URG-I top and it differs from the lower. It's a real kind of mix match hodgepodge of uses. This one is currently sitting on the lower from my G&P 653, so we're going to take this to the range and do some accuracy tests shortly. So I've got this out at the moment. I thought I'd show you while I've got it. So this is my 653 lower you've seen before, and it features some parts from a previous build. So I've got my old stock, my old hand grip, my old light, my old pressure pad. Drop those on just to make it look nice. This gearbox has got short stroke, Titan, loads of nice bits and bobs in it. Really good, really consistent gearbox. And the hop up we're using is a max hop with the maple leaf MR rubber. I'm really looking forward to testing this versus a Sci-Hop from Psionics. So I often hear that MR hops, maple leaf hops are hop killers. Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to put this up against a Sci-Hop, our hop that we know performs really well. So some other accessories we're also using. Magpul bipod, really useful for the range use. Nice and comfortable and adjustable. Quite lightweight. Got Magpul VFG sitting on there. Mainly use that as a hand stop more than anything else. Magpul light kit, so I've got this offset Magpul polymer light mount that the 600 series can directly attach to. Keep it nice and low profile, and that's running into a Surefire pressure switch pad mount in the M-lock on the other side. I've got my Vortex 1-6 Strike Eagle, the scope I most often use for range testing, so I know the scope really well, really familiar with it. And that's sitting in a clone Geisley mount. Not great, but it's fine for Airsoft. I've got an offset RMR, clone RMR, which isn't brilliant. And that's really, if I do take this into a game and I'm in really, really close quarters, so 10-20 meters, you can roll it over and use it directly. Use that as a primary mount. Obviously the hop up will kick in after 15-20 meters, so if you roll it, it's not so useful, but really great for really, really close stuff. FPS wise, this sits just below 350, so about 1.14 joules. I do have an actual M4A1 G&P lower for this, but it needs a bit of work. I'm not entirely happy with how it's performing at the moment, so that's why the 653 one is on. Batteries wise, I use my normal kind of Vaportech split nunchuck 2600 milliamp 7.4 volt lipos. They sit in this SOC mod stock really well, loads of capacity, no problems at all. BBs wise, certainly with a Sci-Hop barrel in it, the R-Hop barrel, minimum of 0.32s, really likes 0.36s and above. Gets a bit expensive, but you only need a couple of shots, so actually it works out kind of cheap in the long run. So that's my G&P based URG-I build. As I said, there's quite a few URG-Is out now on the market. This one I built up before they were available, and I'm really proud of it because it's something I built completely from parts by myself, looking at reference material. So it's a gun I really like, and it's been super useful on the channel for doing range testing, accuracy testing, barrel testing. So really it's a bit of a test mule. It's had loads of different parts, hops, barrels, bits in it, to do the testing and to do the videos for you guys. So have you built a military replica? How did that go? Which one did you choose? Let me know down in the comments. Please like, subscribe, share these videos. It really helps, particularly with the YouTube algorithms the way they are now, with them not liking firearms-based content. If you want to help support the channel, you can join our Patreon scheme for a regular contribution. If you want to make a one-off tip, you can tip us on Buy Me a Coffee. You can use our Amazon affiliate link, or you can buy one of our amazing t-shirts. Most importantly, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.